friends, it is Sonia Miller coming to you live today, your queen of junk, because who loves to junk and pick and haul and treasure hunt and find things like old windows? So alright, tell me right now, who out there has an old window hanging somewhere around their house, in the basement, in the garage, somewhere? Maybe you know a friend who just did a remodel and you have access to some. I'm going to tell you right now a bunch of my favorite ways to jazz up old windows to make them into beautiful decor for your home. So as I said, I'm coming to you live right now outside of Pittsburgh, PA. Me and my hubby, we are partners in crime. We operate the Shabby Shop, and we also are co-creators of something called Junk Monkey Paint, which is I'm going to use for this project today, because I'm even going to show you how to paint glass. You're not going to want to go away from here, because I promise you, I'm even going to share with you guys one of my favorite projects to do for 4th of July. So I'm telling you now, so you have plenty of time to be able to get things ready, okay? So say hello, hubby, because we're about to find out where everybody is watching us from.
Hello.
He says hello and gives the wave. All right, tell me, where's everybody watching from?
We got
some shout outs.
Rochester, New York. Somebody says muted. I'm sorry. Let me check real quick. And we're going there. Actually,
sometimes if you're watching and you click the video, it will actually come to life for you. So,
and we have Charleston, South Carolina, Mississippi. Just to let you know, we are going to, somebody made a comment about old windows and lead paint already.
Oh,
we're going to get to that. Yeah, we're going to get to that. We have
all
a solution.
We got you covered here, girl. I am the queen of junk. I am your DIY expert. I'm so excited to be able to be here. So I don't know if you saw what I was just doing here, guys, but here you go. I am all about creating on a budget. So just in a few seconds of watching me, I'm going to tell you what I did. I found an old window, okay? There you go. Chippy, goodness, rustic, distressed, goodness. I love it. Who are my chippy lovers out there? Who are my distressed lovers? Because I didn't do anything with this frame, okay? But I'm going to share with you guys how to actually jazz it up and make it into something completely beautiful. So this one, how many times are you out and about and you find frames that do not have any glass and you think, oh my gosh, I mean, I've even found windows where you can see like maybe a rock went through, maybe somebody got in trouble because they threw a baseball through the actual window. Who knows the stories if they could tell, right? I've always been fascinated with old windows. Anybody else out there? So this is one that did not have the glass, but I really, really loved it. And again, I'm going to talk to you at the very end of things that you can do, especially if you're working with old windows, because it is important, like somebody just raised, that when you are working with old windows, you have to be aware of lead paint, because you know what? In the 70s, things changed and lead paint went away for safety reasons. So I'm going to tell you, okay, how we're going to handle that. But in the meantime, no virtual DIY paint party or paint party in general is fun without a little giveaway. So just to let you know, what you're going to do is, you see on here, I'm going to show you guys how to make a quick saying. And on my particular window tonight, I'm going to put grateful, thankful, blessed. Absolutely. Every day we are on this side of the earth, right? We are grateful, thankful, blessed. On this side of the grass, I should say. But my giveaway question tonight to win a Hometalk tote bag is, if you were creating this sign, what would you put on your window, okay? And I'm going to show you what to do with windows that even have glass, that don't have glass, all that good stuff, okay? So we're going to keep on working through here. So tell me, who else we got on with us today?
We have Kabul, Missouri. That's a new one for me.
Missouri?
Yes, Long Beach, Minnesota. Oh, I'm sorry, Long Beach, Mississippi.
That must have been a tough one.
Yeah, that was a tough one for me.
I can totally spell Mississippi.
Everything's flying through very quickly tonight.
Seriously, yeah, absolutely.
So,
okay, keep going. It's so fun knowing where you guys are from.
A lot of suggestions of what people will put on there.
Yes,
we got
please.
Love, live, family forever. We have life is a journey. Be grateful, of course.
Do that.
Yes.
Life is a journey.
We have Carla checking in from Anderson, California.
Hey, girl from the West Coast. How are you guys?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Everybody, let's see if we can get all the states and see how far we can reach tonight. That's the cool thing about Hometalk, is because you can watch all the comments roll up below and totally get inspired, not just what I'm doing, but with what other people are saying, because I know you guys have awesome, awesome ideas. And before I go any further, I'm just going to tell you right now, it would be so awesome if you would hit share right now, because let me just tell you, I am on a mission to save old windows from going to the garbage, okay? Because there's so much that you can do with them. So if you guys would just take a moment to hit share right now, that would be so awesome. All right, give us some more shout outs.
Yes, what happened here is Sonia put some planking on the back of an old window frame.
Okay, what's really cool, guys, is literally this is what I used, okay? Because remember how I said that, yeah, I am the queen of junk. I'm pretty sure my husband gave me this this title, but I don't know if it was truly said in a on what kind of context. Honey, maybe you can explain to us. You know,
no,
when you said,
no comment.
Yeah, because I am that person that likes to haul junk and to find, like, seriously, I hang on to stuff. So this is what I have used for the planking. Okay, before I go any further, who loves shiplap, right? Because we're going to talk shiplap, we're going to talk Joanna Gaines. We love it. So these are old slats that went on the base of a twin bed that is no more. So in getting rid of the bed, these were perfect. And I'm like, man, I could go to like my local hardware store and buy these brand new, or I could keep what I already have and maybe use them for a project. So if you love shiplap, which basically is wood laid horizontally this way, and typically you see it in white. So all I did before I came on here, because obviously with the power of television, I don't want to bore you guys, is I took my slats, I put them on the back of the window, and I'll show you guys here in a second what that looked like, laid them down, and then, but I also painted them white before I put them on, so it made it really, really easy. And you could do any color that you want. Who loves this so far? Oh my gosh. Guys, tell me what you're thinking so far.
Well, somebody was asking where the stencil came from. That one actually...
Yeah, this one actually is made from a vinyl cutter. So the two most popular vinyl cutters that are out there, and I betcha you guys are on a DIY page, so I betcha you guys can tell everybody below your reviews. I mean, do you like the Cricut? Do you like the Cameo Silhouette? Those are like the two most popular that are out there. I have a Cricut. I love it. Connects to Wi-Fi. I can download all kinds of font and that sort of thing. This one says grateful, thankful, blessed. If you're not making a whole lot of signs, then you can always ask a friend who has a vinyl cutter if they would be so kind. You know, buy them pizza, do something nice for them, and have them cut a vinyl sticker for you guys. Because if you can dream it, you can do it when you have a vinyl cutter. So I love this. To me, like, do you think this screams farmhouse? Because I've got, like I said, the wooden slats. And all I did was put them on the back. I measured to the edge. The good thing is I'm working with a window frame that is solid wood, right? So all I did was take my nailer and attach it. Very easy. I just want to make sure that when I'm looking for nails, that I don't want anything that's too long that's going to poke out the front. Are you picking out what I'm laying down? So what do you guys think so far? Give me hearts if you love it. So don't forget the giveaway question today is, if you were to make one of these signs for your home, what would you put on your sign? Would you personalize it? Would you put a monogram? You know, do you have something in mind? And I'd love to know as where would you put it? So this is project number 1. Again, glass is gone. That's okay. I'm still going to pick one of these suckers up and take them home. In fact, this one came to me for free. So I'm just going to let it sit right there real fast. And by the way, you guys know that I love to come on here and teach and inspire you guys on DIYing. And I don't know if you saw the video I did. I think it was last month. If you go onto the Hometalk in the blog section and you click Sonia's Shabby Shop, you'll find me there. But I showed you guys how to do a napkin treatment technique. So if you don't want what I call the shiplap look, the white, the farmhouse look, remember, you can do so many fun things. This is just a piece of really, really thin pine wood, and I did the special napkin technique, which I share with you guys. You can find that video so you can see, you can imagine what it would be like to fill this as well with some really cool background prints, right? And again, there's so many things that you could do. The world is, the options are endless. But tell me what you guys will put on your sign for a chance to win a Hometalk tote bag. And stay on here. Don't go anywhere, because at the very end, Hometalk's going to come on and tell us who is the lucky winner. Okay, so we're talking about broken frames, right? It's okay. We still love them. We still love them. All right, as I'm getting ready for the next project, tell me, what's everybody saying?
Well, there's a lot of questions being asked about the lead paint.
Okay,
so
well, let's address that right now.
Let's take care of that right off the bat.
Easy peasy. Okay, so like I said, lead paint, about the 1970s, at that point, we stopped using it for safety reasons, okay? So there are two things that you can do. You can strip it. You can go get stripper, which, by the way, my favorite is gel stripper, not the spray stripper. So you can strip it with a putty knife and stripper, take it all off, voila, it's gone, because underneath it's wood. So it's just like stripping any other piece of furniture. Number 2, which sometimes I go this way more than the other way, is you seal it in. So you either take it off, or you seal it in. In this case, my favorite sealer to use on a project like this would be a protective polyacrylic. It's an acrylic, so think about, ladies, you know, have you ever been to the nail tech and they go ahead and they put the acrylic nails on you and it's really, really hard, it dries clear, protective finish, and it's almost like a glass, right? You hear people tap their fingernails on the desk. This is what goes on your piece. So again, those are the two options that you have. Strip your window. It doesn't mean the window's no good. Just take the time to do it and use protective gear, or seal it in. So either way you want to go, okay? That's totally your call, but that should not prevent you from picking up an old window, because like anything else, you can totally work with it, okay? So what I'm doing right now is I found another broken window, and who agrees with me that when you find the windows that have the 6 panes, those are like, oh, you know, the heavens open up, because they are so hard to find. So it's like when you find the 6-pane window, it is like the holy grail of windows. Does anybody know what I'm talking about when I say that? Tell me if you agree. What I'm going to do right now is, that's okay, the window's broken out, no big deal. I'm actually going to take some chicken wire and I'm going to attach it to the frame. So as I'm doing this, tell me, hubby, what's everybody saying? Any questions out there?
Well, just to touch base on the lead paint issue again, somebody said you should test. We test. We go to Lowe's.
Absolutely.
We pick up our test kits from Lowe's.
For about $10, just
for about $10 at Lowe's in your
easy peasy.
Where you find your stripper and everything else.
Yep.
And you just go and you go ahead and test it, and that's what we do with every window that we find.
Absolutely.
Actually, and so.
Yep. So now you are informed, and you can totally do what you need to do, okay? So what I need to do is put a few more staples in here real fast. So what's your favorite power tool, guys, as we're talking here? The stapler is not, how does this go in this way? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's jammed. What is your favorite power tool? When the tools actually work, that's always a bonus, right? Always a bonus. Okay, so tell me, what's everybody saying?
Nothing. I'm having fun watching you.
Yeah, because I'm leaning across the table here, right?
Down.
Tell me about it. I just want to at least get the ends down for you guys to see out there. Oh my gosh.
Actually,
I should not play a Powerball tonight. Who agrees?
Sandra Sheridan just made a great point.
What's that?
That you'll be fine as long as you're not chewing on your frames.
Yeah, exactly. People, don't lick your frames, okay? Yeah. Put your frames on the
If
wall,
you have
right?
small children in the house, of course, you don't
Totally.
You don't want to bring this into your house to begin with if you have small children. But if it's you and, you know...
As long as it's on a wall and it's put up. But if you're going to definitely be touching it and accessing it. Or sometimes you find frames where maybe they're just a little more chippy than others. For me, I'm going to go the route of sealing it in. And I don't even have to worry about it. End of topic. Easy peasy. Yeah. You guys can totally do it. Okay, so
everybody
here we go.
loves their chop saws.
Their chop saws?
Well, Linda likes her belt sander.
Belt sander, that's so cool. I love it. Yay! All right,
just to let you know, we already sealed this window, so we're good to go.
Yep.
So people are concerned.
Nope, you guys are good. We're not even going to talk about it anymore. In fact, we're so good, okay? All right, so here we go. All I did was I put chicken wire on the back of the window, and now what I think would be so cool is if I put this wreath, guys, right here. This is a grapevine wreath. I actually went outside. We live in the countryside outside of Pittsburgh. Went outside, got my grapevine wreath, pulled it down. Basically, you work it into a circle. You can use some wire to be able to attach everything so it stays that form. Then I went to my lovely Hobby Lobby and got some lovely of these. I got a bunch of these cotton ball stems. Who else is in love with cotton ball stems, right? How cool is that? So, and you can also make your own, guys. I know here on Hometalk, and especially if you go and you search the blog, you'll see people who teach you how to make these. So if you don't have access to something that's pre-made, you can totally do this yourself. So easy, all right? So this would be a really, really cool look, right? I'm really, really loving this right now. So what did you think so far? We did the sign, which don't forget, there's a giveaway. What would you write on your sign if you were to create a window piece of decor for your home? Number 2, we have got just a really cool wreath display, right? This is I'm going to tell you, when I am out junking and everybody sing hallelujah with me and do a happy dance, because in my neck of the woods, we've been having some storms this week, but let me just tell you, It's junkin' season, right? We are about to hit junkin' season full swing. Everybody's cleaning out the garages. Everybody's, you know, all the flea teaks, the farmers markets are opening. Anybody else love to go to those things and enjoy those things. So this is project number 3, guys. Please share. Let's go ahead and share with the world all kinds of things that you can do with old windows. I would love it if you would hit share right now. We do have a giveaway coming up at the very end of this live. All right, so here was a window I found. This part, the window was intact. This part, the window is missing. Again, no problem. I've already put chicken wire over it, right? You see it right here? Now, what's really cool, too, is because the ones with the chicken wire, remember, you can also use them for, like, jewelry hangers, right? So you guys have seen those before where you can take them and, you know, you can hang your jewelry on it, especially if you're somebody who goes out and sells. I see a lot of people use chicken wire over the window frame so that they can go out and they can actually sell their, you know, their jewelry when they're at the farmers markets and that sort of thing. But it is fun to have them, to be able to put them in your room and hang things off of them. If you guys had a chicken wire window organizer, what would you hang on yours? What's everybody saying? Okay.
Anna's favorite power tool is her husband.
Oh, that is so funny. Anna, you are hilarious. I love that. That is so, so funny. My husband is my partner in crime, too. Absolutely.
So, a lot of people...
He's even the dishwasher. Seriously, right? Ha ha. You're not saying anything. What'd you think of that joke? Was that a good one?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one.
No.
Guys, I'm going to hear about that later. Tell me that was funny, okay?
No, you won't.
They're on my side. They're my friends. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I just won't talk later. So, anyways.
All right, so here we go. Just an idea as well. So when you are all in the name of fun, right? So sometimes when you do the chicken wire, what's really cool is if you take a little bit of fabric and you put behind it. Here I've used burlap, natural burlap. I picked this up, honestly, at a fabric store. It is so cheap. Burlap is so cheap, and you can get them in all kinds of designs. And you can also get all kinds of fabric as well. So I am loving what I'm seeing so far because, think about this. My husband's like, is that your earrings? Are you going to put them in? No, I'm going to show them how to hang their earrings on some chicken wire.
Okay, now
Honey, have you been inspired just by watching?
I am shocked and amazed because actually I was giving her heck right before we went live.
Yeah, he was like, what are you going to do with these earrings?
Yeah, earrings on the table. I'm like...
Nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. But honestly, I'm going to tell you, after about 20 years, I don't think there's anything I could do to shock and amaze him anymore because, you know, like I say, I'm the queen of junk and I bring everything home. So he's just like, what are you going to do with that? And I say, don't worry about it, honey. I got it. I really, really got it. So here's the cool thing. Remember how I told you guys about you can totally paint glass as well. So this was the portion down here that was broken out. We put the chicken wire, we put a little bit of burlap behind it, we stapled it on. At the top glass up here, I could have totally just knocked this out. And by the way, when you're working with old windows, a lot of times you can even take them out really, really easy because on the back, they're just kind of sealed with a little bit of putty. But at this point, they're so old, it's really kind of crusty, it's falling off, it's disintegrated. So it's very, very easy to turn them over and to be able to just pop them out by just making a little extra, giving those pieces a little extra push, right?
Oh, never mind now.
Nope, you're good.
Nope.
Go right ahead. Were you going to say something?
I would say you better go with the teal because you're going to hear about it.
Oh, yay! Well, he knows me well. I love teal. I probably totally just shocked you that I didn't go with teal, didn't I? Right. Did I do that to you? Yeah, absolutely. So. Anybody else love teal out there? I switched it up tonight because I saw that I was in love with this coral. Now, what's really cool, which you just reminded me, is a lot of times when you're painting and you're creating chalkboards, you think that you have to go with just the standard chalkboard paint, right? And if you're going to like your regular hardware stores and things like that, it typically comes in black, right? But if you know me, I have a colorful personality. I love color. I love to bring color into my space. So you can totally do a black if you want to. But when you use a chalk type paint and it's left unsealed, what you have is actually a chalkboard once it dries. So right now, all I've done was I've given this glass window a wipe over with some Lysol wipes and cleaned it and let it dry with some paper towels. And when you work with window, and has anybody out there, I should ask, ever painted a window before? Seriously, not the edge of a window, the frame of a window, but actually painted the window itself. Anybody out there?
A lot of people have. A lot of people have been talking about it. Carissa says the window looks haunted.
Ooh, it looks haunted. Are you getting a vibe off of this? Tell us more.
That's okay. We'll take it down to the church down the road.
You know what, guys? True story. I mean, when I kind of crash at the end of the night from work, I love, and my husband will tell you this too, one of the things that we love to do together, because I'm sure you guys have things that you like to do together as well with your partner, but is we like to watch paranormal stories. Anybody else watch the paranormal? Just when I say stories, I don't mean that's the name of the show, but I mean just in general. Who else loves... Oh, what's the guy's name? Is it Zach? Zach Bagans?
Yeah.
What show is he on? Paranormal State?
No.
No, what is it? What's it called?
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures. What's Paranormal State? That was the old one with the Ryan. Yeah. Cool. Anybody else love to watch Zach?
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Lots of hearts there.
Ooh,
yeah. Yeah, now it comes out after how many years we've been watching. She loves to watch Zach. Now I know why she likes to watch it. Okay. All right. I guess we're going to be looking for a new hobby after work.
Aww.
Oh, Susan loves watching Cops.
Cops. There you go.
Her and your grandmother would get along
Yes,
great.
Absolutely. So. Hey, there's a lot of action, right? You know, some of us just need a lot to keep our attention. Okay, so here we go. What do you guys think of this one? This was project number, 3 I think we're on right now, right? We're talking, taking windows, and we're talking about turning them into... Oh, I just touched that. See what happens? This is why I'm always covered in paint. So I put a layer of paint on here. So what I would do in a perfect world is just let this layer dry. The first layer you put on sucks into the pores of the glass, okay? And then it gets a really good attachment to the glass. Wait 24 hours. Come back and put a second layer on. And what that does is it fills in any areas where kind of like the glass is still showing through, but it gives you a much more durable finish. So that way when you take your chalk stick, chalkboard, chalk paint, chalk stick, then you can write on it and it's actually going to work really, really well. How cool is that? I actually have a lot of ladies at the shop that bring mirrors to me as well, and they ask me if I'll paint their mirror so they can turn it into, maybe it's an old vanity mirror that belongs to a desk, and they want to use the actual part of the mirror as a chalkboard. How cool is that for their office? So, give me the scoop. What's everybody saying?
Everybody's telling me what shows they like. So,
ooh,
yes,
now I can find some good ones.
Yeah, give me one because she's no longer going to be allowed to watch Zach Bagans. Because I think it inadvertently just came out.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right.
I totally thought we were having like DIY fun time here, and now, my husband's a cameraman, and next thing I know, he's going to know all my secrets. Oh my gosh. Guys, be sure to hit share if you're having fun. Tell me if you're having fun in this DIY. Okay, I just brought out the big monster of the chalkboard, okay? This is one that I'm working on today. I'm going to do a little bit of sanding, but this is still drying right now. So this is a window. One of the things I love to do, can you see what color it is, guys? Because, yeah, I couldn't go with just a classic black chalkboard, okay? I needed some color. So, in this case, the other side of the frame, if you can see it, is a white chippy color, right? This one, I looked at this side and it was black. It has some like white kind of pieces showing through, and I'm like, how cool would it be if I did like a vintage green color on the top of this, and it would really, really make it pop? What do you guys think of this one? And I'm going to jazz it up just a little bit extra because, I love to jazz things up, right? So what's everybody saying? Tell us.
Oh, I'm having fun reading the comments.
You're awful quiet over there, really.
Yeah, everything's going by really quick. I mean, we have some hardcore fixer upper. They only watch fixer upper shows.
Watch,
and
HGTV.
We got How I Met Your Mother, which was a favorite of ours for a long time.
Well, you guys know, right? If you've been following me on here on Hometalk, that I'm actually a Canadian living abroad, and I couldn't tell you how many people say to me, when they meet me, oh my gosh, did you ever watch that one, How I Met Your Mother? Because, they find it really funny, but I love that show as well. Now I make my home outside of Pittsburgh, PA. Any other transplants on here? Somebody who moved away from home. What do you guys think of that? Did you see what I just did while I was chatting? I took a wooden embellishment. You can pick these up at, honestly, I think I got this one at Hobby Lobby for $1.99. They come in all different designs, and it was just the window. But up here, this part was a little bit thicker than the bottom, so I was able to just take it and just attach it with glue. And right before, what I did was it's just a natural wood. You can find these in plastic as well. All I did was paint over them, because remember how I said there's little pops of white coming out through if you kind of do a scan of the window? So this is really going to play that up. And what would you guys use this one for if you were me? I could see it as like a menu board. Maybe I would write something on it, like a positive quote, something like that, you know, that sort of thing. I always say that that signs are like your bumper stickers, right? We put them around our home and we put phrases on them that mean a lot to us. So here we go. This is another project here. I think this was project number what? I can't even count. How many are we on? 4? Hubby, you're supposed to keep count, okay? So this was project number 4. We talked about how to. I'm still here.
You're a little high there.
I'm here.
I'm
here.
lost there. Okay.
All right. So you guys saw that, right? Tell me what you think of that one so far. Do you have a favorite? Tell me. Because I kind of get a little bit excited because I love them all. And when I'm out junking and picking, I will tell you that there are certain things I always look for. When you are out junking and picking, what are your favorite things that you like to hunt for? Tell me what you like to hunt.
So a lot of people like to want to make notepads out of that one, of course.
How would you make a notepad? Like you like an actual
list.
like memo board?
To-do list.
Cool. So I like that idea.
Yeah.
I really like that idea.
All right, explain what's going on here. You just kind of jumped into this one.
I know, because I'm so excited I can't stop, right? Okay, guys, so you know how I talked about burlap in the beginning to go ahead and put on the back? Well, don't forget that, let me see if I put enough staples in so it'll stay on. This is an old burlap sack here, okay? So like I say, one of the things I've learned to love about moving here to the Pennsylvania area is that I can go to barn auctions. Have you guys ever been to a barn auction before? Where you go out and the ladies make the most amazing food, like stuffing balls. Has anybody ever had stuffing balls with gravy? Never had them. Never had a halushki until I moved here to Pennsylvania. Anyway, amazing stuff, right? So that's part of the fun. But you can find things like burlap sacks, okay? So I actually picked up a whole bunch at an auction, and this is a really cool one here. You can find coffee ones, potato ones. I think this was a potato one. Yep, potatoes. So what I did was, it's been washed and cleaned, and I looked on this window, and one side is white, one side it kind of has the wooden look to it on the other side. And I decided, you know what, I think I'm going to go with more of a rustic feel for this one. So I took my burlap sack. I did not even cut it. I just had to find one that was, I just really had to find one that would fit inside of here. So all I'm doing now is stapling it on the back. Guys, I did not even cut it. Would you do something like this? And I'm even thinking like in a home, if you were to hang 3 of these, like, you know, side by side by side, that would be so cool. You guys probably know that our eyes, we love when we see things in 3s, like, you know, when you see 3 candlesticks together, that sort of thing, or 3 frames together. So I'm just thinking, if I were to find 2 other different burlap sacks, I could do 2 more and kind of have a collection. How cool would that be, right?
Somebody asked, what did you eat? I think they're asking what halushki is.
Halushki? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Well, my husband's from Pennsylvania, so I better not mess it up. But tell him, honey, tell him what it is.
Why do I gotta tell him what it is?
Because you'll get it right. Because otherwise, I will say it and I'll leave out an ingredient. And here's the true story. He's a chef by trade, so he's going to tell me later. You totally said that wrong. So tell him real quick while I'm
halushki is cooked down cabbage till it's browned, onions
in butter, sauteed.
Lots of
right?
butter, yeah, lots of butter.
Did I say butter?
Yeah, lots of butter.
Oh, and butter. Let's say butter.
Yes, lots of butter, and onions, cabbage, and then egg noodles, and it's all tossed together.
Yes,
and it's great with tons of salt and fresh cracked pepper.
It is amazing.
Anyways, yes.
Okay, it is amazing. Almost or equal to amazing as this project that I am about to show you, okay? Because, guys, this is so cool. I wanted to show you this one and include it into our lineup tonight because 4th of July is coming, and this is such an easy way to jazz up your front porch, okay? Put your posies out, your flowers out, and then I'm going to show you how I did a flag with a window. This window was free. This is one of my favorite things to do with single pane windows because they often get overlooked because they're not the 6 pane ones that everybody wants, okay? Do you guys see what I'm doing here? Tell me, honey, can they see what's kind of coming to...
Yeah, nice.
What's coming together here?
Okay.
Okay, so all I did on the back. Who's excited for this project? Do you guys have a favorite one so far? What was your favorite one so far?
Well, I'm seeing all kinds. We got number 4. We have number 1. I don't even know what they are anymore. They're just saying out numbers.
Come on, stay on your toes.
I want to say hello to Lot in the Philippines.
Hey, how How are you? Thank you for being here, guys.
Yeah.
I would love it if you would share this video so much, to share with other people all the great things that you can do with windows, and you shouldn't be afraid to be able to work with them, because you can do amazing things. So here's what I did with this one here, guys. All I did on the back of this was I taped off a section. So obviously red, white, and blue. You could do any flag you want no matter where you're from. Just map it out. That's all you have to do, right? So what I did up here was I basically created the rectangle and let that dry. From there, I took my painter's tape. The cool thing is you're going to want to use painter's tape for this project, because painter's tape is made, number one, with like something like this, an edge lock, which means it helps prevent bleed. And sometimes bleeds happen, but it does help prevent it. And the other thing, it's usually a clean release, meaning that when you peel it up, it's not going to stick down, right? It's not going to, like, if you use Scotch tape, if you use duct tape, God forbid, you would be forever, and you would hate me, you would be peeling off the tape forever in a day, okay? So I'm getting ready for summer, which, by the way, what are your plans for summer, guys? Where are you guys going to? Give me some ideas. The hubby's on here. So I'm totally open to suggestions if you guys have any good ideas. Maybe something beachy. I don't know. I'm in Pennsylvania. If you were me, tell me, and remember, I'm from Canada, so tell me, if you were me, what would you do for summer vacation somewhere in this area? You know, a lot of times now people take staycations where you realize that there are such great things going on right in your backyard, and you really don't have to go that far. But I love to drive. He loves to drive. So, well,
there must be a lot of there are a lot of Australians on here, but
we can go to Australia.
They're saying Bali, so I'm guessing that's the Australian contingency.
Oh wow, I've seen such beautiful pictures of that beach area.
I see Duck Island, North Carolina. I was stationed 10 years in North Carolina on the ocean.
Yes, you were.
And I'm looking for a new beach. So we love Topsail Island. That's where I was at.
Love Ocean City, right?
I lived on Topsail, so.
Yes, you did. Yeah, those are beautiful areas down there. And of course, being from Newfoundland, if anybody knows where that's from, we have beaches, but let's just say not the kind of beaches that you might be thinking of or what we're talking about right now. They're like, you know, cold Atlantic, big rocky beaches. So I like the ones where you go down, you just get to lay on the sand and enjoy the sunshine. So guys, real fast, you guys saw what I did, right? So I mapped off my box. It's going to be this corner part of my flag. I let that dry. Then what I did was I did 2 strips back to back for my stripes. Guys, I did not even measure this. If you really, really wanted to, you could. Me, I am a let's let it all be about being imperfectly perfect. So I say don't get too OCD. It should be therapy just doing this, guys. So all I did was I did my 2 stripes just to kind of block it off. And then in between, I took my white already, and I went ahead and just took my brush. Just because the window frame is actually distressed in itself, I didn't want these to be perfect. Although if you really wanted to, you could strip the window. You could paint the window any color that you want, and you could paint these stripes in absolutely a solid color. So who sees what I'm doing? Do you guys know what I'm doing? Can you visualize it coming together?
Boy, we got a beach fight going on here.
A beach fight? Do tell me.
So a lot of people were shouting out the islands from North Carolina, South Carolina. Then you got the Florida Gulf Coast checking in. And then you got, of course, Corpus Christi, Texas, the Texas Gulf Coast. We even have the Maritimes chiming in, talking about the Bay of Fundy. Yes,
the Bay of Fundy. Yes, absolutely.
So Presque Isle, PA, we were just up there.
Neck of the woods.
Yeah, we were just up at Presque Isle, last year, the year before?
That was a beautiful spot.
Yeah. So Linda said, live 15 minutes from Camp Lejeune. Yep, right out the back gate. I'm right with you, Linda. So I might have I might curl up into a ball if I have to go back through the gates after all these years. Charleston, South Carolina, absolutely beautiful. We love Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, I love the big beautiful homes.
We have some friends checking in from BC. So we love. We love the Montecys and the coast up there as well. So Maine is beautiful too. We like Portland. So
we have people from all over.
Oh yeah,
isn't that amazing? Like seriously, who remembers the day when you would use your telephone?
West Coast, of course, the West Coast counts.
Social media, man, is where it's at. Facebook. I remember using the phone to talk to other people. Do you remember the party line if you wanted to talk to other people? Yeah. And, you know, I didn't want my mother to overhear my conversations. I love you, Mom. But, you know what I mean? And my dad would yell, you stretch the phone cord too far. That's just because to talk to your friends. And look at us all now. Fast forward to the future, right? We're all on here talking about all kinds of parts of the world. So absolutely awesome. So you guys saw what I did, right? So I did the white, did the blue. Now I dropped in the red. Very, very easy. And in a second, I'm going to flip for you guys so you can see what it looks like. Ta-da! What do you guys think? How easy was that? A free frame with some paint on it, okay? Chalk-type paint sticks to the glass. I can deepen these colors as much as I want. And here's what I'm going to do as well. Just because this little section up here, it needs a little something, right? Would you guys do this? Tell me, what would you do with your frame? And by the way, if you saw in the beginning, I started off, we kicked off the project, which where did it walk away to? We started off our project today. I shared with you guys a, oh, thanks, hubby. He's like the Vanna, you know what I mean? He was totally keeping it down here. He keeps me straight. There you go. Look at that even hand movement. Like, seriously, how cool is that? So there you go, guys, right? This was the one I started off with, so I just want to make sure I holler this out again. If you were to create this sign, what would you put on yours? What quote would you put on yours? What words would you put on yours? Because very shortly, we are going to give away a Hometalk tote bag. So one of you will be a lucky winner, okay? So what would you put on yours? All right, you chat to me, and I'm going to work on what I'm going to do right here.
So a lot of people love it. We have a lot of self-affirmation suggestions.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do believe surround yourself with positive people, positive quotes, right? And things that make you happy. After all, when you come home from work, that is your four corners of the world, and it should be decorated just the way you like it. So guys,
oh, thanks, Linda. She loves the two of us.
Aw, thank you, Linda.
But Linda, I'm taking.
All right, there we go.
So, bless this home, of course, we have coming in.
Linda can come visit us, though.
Yes, Linda
we can DIY together.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. The husband can put up with our chit-chat. Okay,
no,
he's used to me.
The husband will go work on something
All right.
else.
Okay, so here we go. So this is, does anybody, I should ask, have a, like, maybe an old general store or primitive store or something like that? I swear, if we had smell-o-vision and you could, like, smell the packaging, it smells like the wax tarts, you know what I'm talking about, like the apple cinnamon stuff that you get. So I went to my local store, a primitive shop, and they had these really cool, like rusted stars. Go figure, you know, a girl like me loving distressed stars, but it was on old wire, and it just came in the bag like that. And you can like pull it apart. So if I really wanted to, I can maybe, you know, pull it apart and put it around the edge. But this little section up here, I'm totally thinking that this could represent the stars for me up here. What do you guys think? You see this right here? Right here. So what I'm going to do is just stick this down real fast. Do you guys like this one? What do you think of the flag? Is this something that you guys would do for summer? Would you put this outside? Where would you put it? And obviously, if you were to do this one, you just want to make sure that you use... Okay, I'm down to my last glue stick here. We're going to have to go on the hunt, honey. Seriously. All the glue sticks are always here when I need them, and now they're all gone missing. But anyway, it works. Boom! So we just kind of got to hold that, and hopefully it makes a connection in a couple spots. But yeah, so yeah, so easy, right? We're just going to put this down. Love, love, love these stars. But who would make one of these? I'm going to tell you guys, it's so easy, so easy. All you need is paint an old window. Somebody's probably thinking right now that they have one, right? Go right ahead. Who's talking? I think I just touched something. What's everybody saying?
Everybody's just checking in from Flint, Michigan. Oh, there's the stars.
Hey, Michigan.
There.
Yep.
Yes, they love it.
I totally just touched that over there, but that's okay. So there you go, guys. Oh my gosh. So these are all the projects I have to share with you guys today.
There's a big palm print, right? You held it up and it shined too.
Listen, on everything a creative does, we leave our touch. Me, literally sometimes, yes. Okay? Yes. Right there. So... yeah, so I've got my fingerprints embedded in this for future generations to love my work and go, oh yeah, I remember when she worked on this and she stuck to it. This is why I'm always covered in paint. So anyway, I'm loving this here. I'm going to put it to the side so it can dry. Because it has a raised frame on it, it will continue to dry up, okay? And we're good to go. And
did I see we have a winner?
We do?
Did we have a winner? Yes.
Who's the winner?
It is Jody Moore.
Jody Moore, congratulations, girl.
Let me double check that. Make sure I said that.
Yep.
Right.
Do we know
yes,
what she's
it's
gonna put
Jody
on hers?
Moore.
Do we know what she would put on hers?
Actually, I can't see it. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jody, tell us again. What would you put on yours?
Oh, stay in the day.
Oh, I like that. Live in the moment, right? Absolutely. Seize the day. Absolutely. So, just so much fun, guys.
Deborah Lewis said a state flag would be fun. She obviously hasn't seen the Pennsylvania state flag.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah,
All
it's horses and hay bales and plows.
I don't know if I'm that good to draw horses.
And
I might want to, listen, if you wanted to do something like that, honestly, here's my best tip. If you were to put your painted colors for your state flag, if it's something that's really, really hard to replicate, you can totally paint the background of the window, the colors of the flag, go online, find a printable site where you can print off the flag, cut out the most intricate parts, because remember, you can decoupage on the glass on the front, paint the back, decoupage on the front, anything that you want to overlay it, okay? So I'm just thinking Joanna Gaines would totally put this in one of her fixer-upper houses. I am loving it, absolutely loving it. I think my favorite might be the one as well that incorporates the chicken wire and the cotton wreath, because I just love, love, love this. What's everybody saying?
Everybody, of course, we're getting towards the end. They're asking what paint we are using.
Yes, absolutely. Guys, if you have any questions, leave them below, and as soon as we're done, I'll come back on and answer any questions that I can for you, okay? So as we wrap up here, if you guys love what you've seen today, guys, I'm so excited. Remember how I told you that this windows are one of my things that I love to find when I'm out and I'm junking and I'm treasure hunting. Stay tuned, because tomorrow I will tell you and give you a whole line of projects that you can do with my second favorite thing to look at, okay? And if you join me at 1 o'clock tomorrow, I will tell you what that is, and you will never look at this object the same again.
Wait, we're back at 1 tomorrow?
Out there. We are. Yeah, get ready, babe. We're back on again at 1 tomorrow. Absolutely. Prepare to be
strike.
Amazed and inspired, okay? So I'm going to log off of here. Congratulations to our winners. Love being on here with you guys. If you love what you've seen today, be sure to hit subscribe at the end of this Home Talk video so you're always alerted, especially alert when I come on tomorrow again at 1 o'clock, of course. And you can also follow me over at my Facebook page at Sonia's Shabby Chic Junk Monkey Paint, and I do believe it's tagged right here somewhere in the headline or down in the comments below. You can find me there. And I blog at styleshabby.com, and I love to DIY and junk daily because, yep, I am your queen of junk. So I will chat with you guys tomorrow. Have a terrific evening and plan to do something fun this weekend with some old windows.